I have to. I don't want to go all into it that much because Universal Studios was fun. It was great. But the one ride I do have to mention is: did you guys remember in the mid '90s they announced the Terminator 2.5 Battle Across Time movie / ride?
Not only do I remember it, sir, but I watched a special on it. Like a making of thing where they showed tons of footage from it. And you got to see clips that they filmed exclusively for the ride.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we went to go see this thing. It plays once an hour because there's actors on stage that run around, right? So I just have to go quickly through
this. Does this have 3 Terminators on the side?
It has 6.
Yeah, but it's like 3 on each side?
And they're not, they're like T-80s.
Yeah.
They're like even shittier than the ones in Salvation, right? So you walk in, this woman shows up and she's like, welcome to Cyberdyne. We're going to have a brand new look at some of our exciting new fiscal products. I hope you... And then Linda Hamilton comes on and Leanna next to me goes, what the fuck is this? How is this she? Yeah.
They filmed it back then.
And I go, no, they filmed it back then. This is like an old thing. She's like, I never knew about this. So we're watching and they have to separate Linda Hamilton's face into like 3 or 4 because they blew it up on the TVs that they were using. The modern TVs would be pixelated as shit. So they got to do a picture in picture in picture.
Oh, okay. That's an interesting way of fixing it.
And
okay.
Because there's a modern CG computer generated thing for Cyberdyne products, and that was made recently.
But they have to keep the old footage.
Then they splice in the old stuff, and she's like, "You have to get out of that Cyberdyne facility. We're gonna bomb it." Then John Connor turns like, Mom, we can't, there's innocent bystanders in there. She's like, no, John, it has to happen. So you go and so then the woman shoos away the presentation, just goes, oh, those people won't be bothering us. No. So let's go into the Miles Dyson Memorial Auditorium. And I'm like, oh, my heart.
Yeah,
so you go in there, you watch them do a little show. John Connor runs in. They have these fake Terminators on the side of these little spooter guns that just go. And mock Schwarzenegger, you're so far away from the stage you can't see them. But he comes on his Harley on a little track on his little push bike, and he just grabs John Connor. Then they careen into the screen. Then you watch the movie because they go into
through the screen.
They go in through the time portal.
Right.
They come out of the time portal. Stop me when you feel like what I'm saying is wrong. On their Harley, wearing all their shit and having all their weapons.
So it's not an old naked man and naked boy holding each other?
No, don't worry about that.
Because that's what it needs to be. That's the only way to trick Father Time.
No one says anything. They continue on their giant machine that they're driving. And they progress to go into the blue and black future world of James Cameron Terminators.
Yes.
So they just drive around, they fight things and whatever. I was just like, oh god, this is so terrible. The 3D is so bad. It's so bad. So Schwarzenegger blows up a T-800 skeleton. The camera's overhead. The skull shoots up like this and goes back down, like it goes in your face because 3D. Everything is so terrible. I'm clapping. I'm laughing my ass off, having the time of my life. So then they do the one thing that I thought no one had actually done, except for Salvation, I guess, kind of. I think we talked about this when we saw Salvation. Man, James Cameron was smart because he was never going to show what Skynet looked like. No one could ever think about what Skynet would look like. How can a human mind actually process something that would look convincing? And Terminator Salvation was just the stupid factory with chairs and mugs and pens. I Hate Mondays. Pens. And then there's just a gigantic space cube of Helena Bonham Carter's head or whatever the fuck it was.
Yep.
So this movie, they're like, hey, here's our Skynet. And this is all James Cameron stamped. Yeah, it's good, guys. So Skynet from the outside is a gigantic, when I say gigantic, impossibly massive black techno pyramid with with lightning shooting out of all of it. And I'm like,
condense that space for hard drives.
And I'm like, fuck yeah, that's pretty good. But I need to see inside. Don't judge a Skynet by its cover.
No human space.
Go inside.
No meat space.
The the movie screens are watching. It's 3 movie screens separated by little partitions. So there's 1, 2, 3. It's almost like you're in a mech. Yeah. You're looking out through the cockpit. They go inside, and all it is revolving geometric shapes that are abstract in nature. Just, and I'm like, what the fuck? This is so cool. And then they're going down. They're going to blow up Skynet. Like, John, what are we going to do? And then Schwarzenegger just goes like, we're going to destroy Skynet. And she's like, all right, cool. Is there any security down here? No. But there is one. It's really good. It's literally what he says. The T1 million.
Okay.
The T1 million comes out of like the WCW gorilla position. Any bets on what the T1 million looks like?
Oh God! Is it just Arnie dressed up?
No, it's fucking. It looks a lot closer to the fucking like T10s than you would expect.
No,
it's the fucking. Oh no, I remember.
What?
The T1 million is.
I like hearing someone say.
Is it just a gun?
No, it's the same as the T1000, except it can't create a man. It's just a giant like evil metal scorpion.
It's an evil metal spider. It's like 20 feet tall. It's an evil metal spider with a million tentacles.
Yeah.
And it's made out of liquid metal. And it like jitters and jives between the 3 screens. It's like, I'm over here. I'm over here.
Yeah. Oh God, I hate that. Yes, that's awesome. I hate it. It's the worst. I love it.
They freeze it with liquid nitrogen. It blows. Like the only place you can see this thing.
So lucky that they had it.
They blow it up. And then they go back through the time portal or some shit. I forget. Because I was laughing too much. I had tears in my eyes. Also, when it blows up in liquid nitrogen, they shoot mist at you.
Of course they do.
Because of course they do. So then John Connor and then the actress that plays Sarah Connor just stand back to back and pose with their guns. And you just hear a voiceover going, "The war is not over." And I'm like, yeah!
There's something special.
Marked out at how bad it was.
There's something special to be said about like movies where they filmed extra bits back then.
Yeah.
Like Terminator.
This is like months or like maybe even a year after Terminator 2.
And we're so far into the future that like that's a beautiful relic in itself, and you have to keep the footage.
So in 2012,
you can never touch that.
Someone told me that the Universal announced we're closing this down. It's had its run, and there was a petition that said "fuck no, you're not," and it's still open.
Yeah, everybody said.
I'm actually really happy for that rundown because I saw this show in Japan with the Japanese audio.
Really?
And didn't know no idea what the fuck was going on.
Oh, okay.
And how old was the kid playing John Connor?
I don't know. He's probably like 16, 17.
Because the kid in my show was like. He looked like he was nearing 30. And
he was so far away, he could have been 30 for all I know.
Okay, so...
But if he has the hair,
the Japanese show, you are not far away. You are like...
No, we were really far
10 feet away tops.
He wears a little headband now,
Yeah,
too.
They kind of look like they're trying to do like... I don't know, Terminator 1, like, more than T2 in that bit, where they're all raggy. They look like the front cover of, like, fucking Metal Gear.
Okay. Yeah. You're right there.
Dude,
oh, man, if they could get Yoji to do some art for that.
That'd be sick.
Anyway.
Dude, you're right. That thing is fucking hilarious.
Time of my life.
It's a beautiful relic that needs to be protected.